Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. So this one here is Starlink. You may have heard about it a little bit. There's a couple of little things with this one. They have just released their white paper. I will be showing very shortly the timer because there is some time left still to get into the pre-sale. So if you want to take advantage of that, definitely take a look at the video or go straight to the website because time is running out on that. So this is kind of time sensitive. For today, I'm going to go through the white paper and then a quick tour of the website once we're done, possibly a little tour of the Discord and go over things for you and what's going on here. It is kind of a Horde-esque, and they do say it in the white paper protocol with some little things of their own, and so I think it's worth a little look. It's kind of the first time we've had a real Horde clone. I won't say fork, as you'll see in the white paper, but now that we've had this nice, beautiful picture up here, let's zoom a little bit in. So Starlink satellite is a protocol on the Binance Smart Chain for any resources. So I'm just going to pull this up in case we need to look at them later. But obviously the pre-sale website, which we'll look at, Twitter account, Telegram group, Discord server, light paper, which is what we're going to look at. The calculator is actually in the white paper, some AMAs, so a bunch of different things to look at there. Starlink GSLS token are used to make satellites. The premise of the ecosystem is that the metaphorical satellites, or SATs, as we call them for short, earn income for the owner. Mythical ecosystem, the G in GSLS stands for gold. The concept is that the future gold and metal materials become increasingly desirable. Data on the internet and internet resources will also become more desired as more and more of the universe gets online. So the next little bit's just talking about all the seasons that we've had. Ohm forks, which brought us time. Node season. Many of these models flew very high and came crashing down, as we know, the mountain curve. Along came Horde, a fantastic protocol that has tremendous success since April and is the new king of DeFi node game due to their sustainability model and innovative liquidity management system. And Satellite Links talks about obviously being an audited, all original code, not a fork protocol that has the following characteristics. Holders have the ability to buy and sell their tokens on the Galaxy Swap DEX. So they have kind of their own DEX, I guess, built in that runs through Pancake Swap. There is a 10% sell tax, which makes sense to decrease sell pressure, and the funds for the team marketing efforts and bring new SAT buyers to the protocol. GSLS holders have 10 GSLS tokens and are able to make a satellite, aka a plot, just to show the comparison, but similar in that sense. And the payout on these guys are 1.25% a day rewards from them. So a little bit better rewards, or a little bit more lucrative reward structure inside here. So obviously an important one. Glad they go right into that next. So for sustainability, as DeFi evolves, DeFi users adjust to large dips and failures in the market. So it's just going through, obviously showing that there's a limited amount of money compared to, I mean, it's still a lot of money, but a limited amount of money compared to what we did have in here when we were over in the trillions of dollars in DeFi. So there's a lot less money going around, and we just need to be more cautious when it comes to how we invest in this environment. So the ways that this protocol looks to be sustainable, decaying nodes, so similar to our other guy, but satellites decay in 200 days. So that's 100 days less than the other guy. There will be a secondary value of sats at that time, but the emissions will end when sat owners has received. So basically once you've received 250% ROI, so also a little lower, that's because the day is lower, then your satellite ends. Every time a SAT is created, 2 tokens are issued into a multi-sig wallet, meaning the person cannot move the tokens without other people signing off on it. The treasuries, so they've got a multi-sig, which is always good with any of these kind of things, so that one person can't run away with the spoon. Liquidity manager, so rather than license one, they've created their own, so obviously saves them a lot of costs, because buying those off of other people end up costing the protocol dollars. And it buys and sells the GSLS automatically to keep the price stable. Every aspect of the Starlink satellite projects is designed to increase sustainability of the project. On the following pages, you will find more features and benefits of the protocol. Always some nice little pictures here. Tokenomics. All right, that's busy. But let's have a little peek here. So obviously they have the DEX, which feeds the liquidity manager. And the liquidity manager feeds back to the DEX to keep the token that you're buying on the DEX stable. Buys and sells feed into the DEX. And then you can buy NFTs to get a boost, or create a new satellite, which all feeds into the rewards pool, and some into the, so it just shows how it's split up, and then how it goes out to some of the other prongs where the money gets spent, savings, and then some to charity, it looks like. And this is just showing the total amount of tokens. So it looks crazy, but it's not that crazy. Satellite nodes bonus. Okay, cool. So nothing too crazy there. So you can take this spreadsheet. Okay, and it looks like there's a calculator as well. So you can go in here and actually calculate how your rewards are going to accumulate based on what you're putting in. So neat little something there for you. And that's really about it for that. So they've had multiple audits with TechRate and CoinScope, and KYC completed by CoinScope, multi-sig with the team. DApp dashboard is done, which is this guy here. So we'll probably have a look at that live. Actually, I guess we won't be looking at that. It'll be the pre-sale one. It might be a little different. Galaxy Swap Dex. So it's just a built-in Swap Dex, which will link with Pancake Swap. And then AMAs that they've talked about. So all the things that they've done. And a walkthrough with James Pelton. And some NFTs. So these are the NFTs if you want to have a little peek. Some nice artwork there. And upcoming. So live formation of SAT on DApp via video on launch day. Second AMA with James Pelton after launch. An AMA with DeFi, so a lot of marketing and different tools there. Obsidian Council as well, so great that they're going to get the word out. Sponsorship of Sky Pegasus Twitter Spaces. Recently hosted 15K listeners, so I guess another marketing thing there. Comic and story integration with P2E game and NFT collection. Characters from the NFT collection interact with the SATs and P2E game. So it looks like they're trying to kind of create an ecosystem with a little bit of story and tie that all into a P2E game. SAT owners can buy NFTs for the ecosystem with the tokens. This reduces sell pressure. So again, something that Horde does have as well. You can buy different plots to upgrade your or to boost your SATs in this case. And I guess depending on what you get, I don't know if it's going to be, if you're going to choose those random ones. Mint rate for boosting percentage. There's only 10K NFTs. Each wallet is limited to 20 NFTs. So I presume after reading that or going through this that basically these will be random drops that you'll get. So based on what you get, you'll get a larger percentage increase to your, it looks like it's right there. And there's royalties if you sell them on the market. So to feed the treasury some more. And common NFTs will add 0.001, the total of 0.02 extra yields adding to your sats. So you're effectively earning 1.27 per day for all your sats. Below are the mint rate. So 65% of them are common, 20 uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. The more rare your NFT, the more your reward boost you receive. One NFT boosts all sats in one wallet. Interesting. So it boosts all of them. That's neat. That gives a little more incentive for you to buy them, but then does create a little bit more pull on the liquidity manager. But again, it's not massive bounces. You will be able to form factions, and in some portion of the game, you can make wagers against single opponents to teams. So a little bit of betting in the game. The winning faction of the week will earn extra yields on top of their boosts. Oh, neat. So they actually create factions. So I guess almost like a referral program, but I'm assuming there's no extra funds there, but we'll see, I guess. Some more of the comic type stuff. Vision beyond DeFi. You can't please all the people all the time. Some people love this idea. Some people hate it. Well, that's normal. That's life. We get it. Trading bots are a hot thing right now. Everyone has P2E and says they will build it. So yeah, no, I agree. So beyond, okay, so I guess they're going beyond this. So obviously they're doing some of the stuff that's similar to other projects, other protocols, but I guess hoping to deliver and to differentiate themselves. They've got the comic book. So liquidity manager, obviously they're talking about that they can do that, but there's a lot of people that are now licensing their own liquidity managers. So I get that. It's going to be hard to differentiate yourself in that market. I'm going to guess that's tangible asset as a service, because that just seems to go with what the themes of anything that's AAS. So just talking about obviously some failed things and how they can do things differently. Oh yeah, so this is something that I've heard on a couple AMAs about these guys, and at first, honestly, it actually turned me a little bit off. The hospitality industry is a very tough industry to get into, but I did actually get a chance to ask that question on an AMA, and I was quite pleased with the answer. The one side of the hospitality industry that is very lucrative is franchises or well-established businesses. And they specifically were talking about Thai food restaurants, and I'm assuming some other niche ones where they're a little more specific and catered to a certain genre. And a lot of those ones can be quite lucrative and not a ton of costs out of pocket, because a lot of times there's franchise benefits through the banks and whatnot. I know this because I happen to be a small business guy in my real life job. So so that actually gave me a little more comfort in how they were doing that. They seem to have a pretty good plan, or ideals anyways. Not to say it's going to be perfect, but definitely if they can get some outside real world assets to help feed the treasury, that could be something that really hasn't come to fruition in any cases that I've seen, and would help give consistent feeding to the liquidity manager, which again would be phenomenal and create longevity that could last quite a long time if it's able to scale. Obviously, that's the scaling thing's always hard, especially if everybody's compounding, but it'll be interesting to see how this all works out. We already had the link tree pulled up, and that's basically it for that. So we'll head over to the link tree and maybe go to the pre-sale website for a second. All right, so here we are on the pre-sale website, and I do have a white list, so it does get me a little bit of a discount, I guess. I believe they've actually given this out to everybody now or something, so if you're interested and you're still within the time frame, I hopefully will have this up no longer than 24 minutes from now, so you'll have 2 hours left if you decide you want to do it. Once you've connected your wallet, which I just clicked up here already, you'll click Approve BUSD, and do your regular confirm. And once you've confirmed, it'll finish off here, and then we'll be able to buy, and you have to buy 10 to build a SAT. So buy, confirm, and there we go. The nice thing about this is because of the price point that I'm getting it for being half off, the ROI is going to be pretty darn quick on this, which is a nice bonus. And then they'll be able to compound and create other ones, and then maybe ROI at some point, whatever you choose to kind of do. And then once the pre-sale is done and that launches, you'll be able to create your satellite. All right, and just a quick visit to the Discord. There's a little how to buy here. Again, I'll put the link in the description of the video, and you can also do this guy right here. So we'll copy this, and then we'll head over to the website, and you can go into your MetaMask, assets, just ignore all those. I should probably clean those up. So there you go. So that adds these ones. Now, keep in mind, these ones are not going to be the regular GSLS tokens. These ones are special ones that are given out during the pre-sale. Horde did the same thing. The nice thing here is it just forces you to build an actual satellite with these tokens. What happens with other protocols when they don't do something like this is all the pre-sale tokens go out on the market, and then tons of people dump it as the price goes up right off the bat. So definitely a nice little bonus here that you can't have that done. So you're going to be able to put these in there, and no price action on that. That's the whole point of this one, is that the price doesn't change of the token. So it's going to stay the same kind of thing and constantly pay you 1.25 out. Obviously until it degrades, and then it goes off. So dashboard, so the market cap, so different things in here, just how you create and compound when you're ready to do your satellites. So this will be where you'll go. Oh, there you go. You can, and this is the regular token, which is cool. So you can just add it to your dashboard afterwards, because the one that I have now, you're not going to need it. It's not going to be a usable token. There's their swap. So as I said, I think it links with PancakeSwap, as we mentioned. So you can do your own swapping here of the tokens. If you do come to the website, obviously you can get to the Discord, the Twitter, and I guess, what's this? Oh, it's an AMA, so it takes you to an AMA. So cool. Other than that, that's basically it, guys. So thank you again for coming along. As usual, please do like and subscribe. And I do appreciate all the support. There's been some nice growth again last week with more videos coming out. So it's really awesome to see that. And again, I do hugely appreciate it. As we grow, I'll keep hopefully having contests and stuff for you, and keep giving back as much as I can to support all of us. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your weekend.